afternoon, creator. Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Yes, I'm going live in the afternoon and not in the morning. Shockaroo. But I just was kind of prepping a project, and I thought I'll just go ahead and go live. It's going to be a quick one, and you can see what I'm up to today. I'm going to share this to my VIP group. If you're not a part of my VIP group, it's for my customers or potential customers. Designers are not allowed in other designers groups, but if you'd like to join, just mention in the comments VIP or join, and I'll send you the link. Or you can just go to my Odessa Rose page and ask to join the VIP group there also. So that is an easy way to do it. But I'm going to send this live over into that group. So it's over there too. I think we got it. Then we'll get started. I want to show you again some of the kits I have available, some things that are coming up for kits. So look for that. Okay, there it is. Alright, so I'm really thirsty today. So say hi. I know we have a few friends on here watching. I can see your names popping up. So, oh goodness. I'm usually like to do this in the morning, so I feel like I'm kind of out of my routine, but oh well. So first I'm going to go over the two kits I have available in the VIP group. And the first one is, I have 3 of these. You're going to get the Worry Less, Love More. You're going to get the pennant banner. And then these ribbon strips will come separated. You have to put the bow together. And then we got these metal rusty feathers to hang on there. So you're going to silk screen on the Worry Less, Love More. You're going to assemble your bow and put on your feathers. And you're going to get, to do that, you're going to get some storm color chalk paste. So this will be a dark gray. Your print will be in a dark gray. And then you'll get a mini squeegee. And this is chalk paste. You can put chalk paste on a canvas as long as you don't have to wash it. So it's perfectly fine. You will want to press this and make it nice and smooth before you chalk. And then just put your bow together. I did this on the live, my previous live, and it's in my VIP group, so you can watch how to do all that. So I have 3 of those available. And then I have one of these left. This is on like a 10 by 10 square board. A chalkboard. I already distressed the edges. If you don't like a distress look, then just do it on this side. And again, you're going to get a transfer. You're going to get these pieces of ribbon to assemble into a bow. And then these have metal arrows on it hanging down. And you're going to get the transfer. Always Kiss Me Goodbye. 2 colors of paste packets. Eucalyptus and white. You can see I did the print in Always Kiss Me Goodnight in eucalyptus, and then the Good Night in white. So you're going to get 2 paste packets and your mini squeegee to do those. So that's another kit I have available right now in my VIP group. And those have been really popular. Great way to try Couture if you haven't done it, or maybe you just want to, because they are at a discount, so you're not getting that at full price when you're in my VIP group. You can give the kit as a gift to someone, like for Mother's Day, graduation, birthday gift, obviously. So that's a fun thing, just to give a kit to someone who is maybe crafty or wants to try chalking, or go ahead and make the project and give it as a gift, or keep it for yourself. So those are fun little things to do. Then yesterday I made this board, and I thought I would just show it. It's It's actually the baking company, and that's going to be my next kit. I'll probably have a couple of them available, and they're going to come with this board and base. Basically, this is going to be the kit. I just have to get some of these in. I just ordered them. You'll get some ribbon to create a bow and white chalk paste and the mini squeegee, and you're going to get this board and base. So that's going to be my next kit. That's also going to be, you can do that transfer, or I'm going to have the option where you can do the ready, aim, fire, remember to wash your hands. It's a cute little sign to put by your bathroom sink. So those are going to be my next ones. Probably the end of next week when I get these transfers. These are my transfers I've already used. So I'll have some new transfers and some board and bases and ribbon, and that'll be the next project. Retreat kit to get at a discount in my VIP group. So this was that same transfer, and I just layered some scrapbook paper onto a chalkboard. I distressed the frame. It was bright white, and that's how I made this one. It's pretty simple. You just have to Mod Podge on the paper. So that's how I made it. Someone asked if this was in the photograph, they thought it was a shadow box, but no, it's just a chalkboard. Just a chalkboard. And of course that'll be a finished piece because the paper is glued on. Now, so, what are we going to do now? I'm going to use a found surface. It was this. These were from Walmart. I got them 90% off after Easter last week or so. But I sanded it down just so you don't really see you don't think that lettering is raised, but when you go to paint it, it is raised a little bit. Just sand this down. I just threw on some black paint. I didn't even finish it up to the edges because I want it to be distressed. So after I'm done silk screening this, I'm going to sand the edges and even make it a little more vintage. And then the sides were pink. I put on some black, and then I actually brushed over some brown craft paint too, just to give a little bit more dimension or coloring on the sides. So we're going to put on this, I also made a couple tags. We're going to hang up towards the top. We're going to use this transfer. This is a 2-in-1. It's Let's Bake Cookies or I Love You a Latte. So you'll cut this down in the middle and you'll have 2 transfers to finish a 5x7. Or in this case, I don't know what size this is. Maybe a 4. Let's measure it. We're going to be able to get it on here. I already checked it out. So it's a 4 3/4 by 10. So we're going to make it work. So say hi. See, people are watching, but no one's talking. I don't think. Oh, hi. Hi, Vicky. Vicky Stevens is watching. Okay. Watching and talking. Everybody else is not talking. Alright. This is a size B transfer. Like I said, we're going to cut that into 2 pieces. And we're just going to use a Let's Bake Cookies. I'm kind of on the baking theme this week. Making that other baking company sign. This could make a cute kit if you got, and send you a couple surfaces. If you like that idea, let me know. So since this is brand new, and this side is super sticky, remember, these are sticky stickers. What you see in here is the silk screen. The lettering is silk screen. So that's what we actually silk screen onto our surface with chalk paste, all made by Couture. All the chalk paste transfers, we have surfaces like that board and base I just showed you. They're all Couture products. We also sell inks because you can transfer ink onto t-shirts, even stoneware that you can heat set in the oven. So, I guess you can't see this. So I'm just putting this on a terry cloth towel. These fuzzing cloths are perfect for that. These are by Couture. One side is like a terry cloth, which is great for fuzzing, and this side is microfiber, so that's good for absorbing if you need to dry off your boards, because a lot of our designs are made on chalkboards that you can do, and then you can wash off the chalk paste. It's going to dry hard. You're not going to be able to rub anything off after it dries. Just like this. It's dry. It doesn't rub off, but you can still remove it. You can scrape it with our little scraper and add a little water to it, and it's going to wash right off. So you can recreate for the seasons. But this little sign is going to end up being a permanent sign. It's on a painted surface. And I'm going to put Let's Bake Cookies, and then I'm going to put the spatula going this way across the bottom. And then we'll hang our tags up here with some twine and ribbon on there. So, I'll show you what I'm going to put on those. Maybe I'll put my spatula down first. So I'm going to center this left to right, just by eyeballing it. I'm not going to actually measure it, but you can kind of tell if you're straight by checking out all the angles here. And I'm going to do that in, I'm going to do the handle in green. I'm going to bring a little bit of color into this sign. Hi, Tammy. I'm going to bring a little bit of color. Up here on the top tag, I'm going to put a little heart, so I'm going to do that in the peachy keen. And then this handle, I'm going to do in pesto, so just a little bit of color. I just get kind of tired of working in black and white all the time. I don't do it all the time, actually. Not very often I do, but I like color, and not everybody's kitchen is farmhouse black and white, so that's my thought anyway. So this is our shimmer silver, and I'm just going to start it above the handle of the spatula. So I'm just kind of putting my finger there just to remind me not to go down below into the handle. And I'm just going to put on this shimmer silver on the spatula. And the glitter, the shimmer, has kind of like a really super fine glitter in it, so you really got to kind of work it down into the silk screen sometimes, just so I make sure I have a good print. I'm going to lift that up so the paste doesn't dry in the silk screen while I get the green ready. So I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. You can start to see it setting there. Okay, and then we'll get our green out. Hi, Tonda. Can you please say hello to my grandson, Lennox? Hi, Lennox. How are you? And how old are you? I'm glad you're watching today. Lennox. Do you chalk? Have you been chalking? Are you old enough to chalk? Okay, I'm going to put the green away, and I'm going to pick this all up now. So there's our spatula on the bottom. And that was sticking pretty good to this paint. So I could have fuzzed it a little bit more. But you can see the spatula now there on the bottom. Kind of have our country green, vintage green kind of color on the spatula. We want that to dry, and then we'll do a Let's Bake Cookies right above it. So you could have easily, if you had the right size of board, I could have done it this way on the board and gotten it just in that design. I think it would have fit okay. But then I wanted to wrap some string, and sometimes if that becomes a shelf setter and you've got string down, then it doesn't set straight, and that just kind of bugs me a little bit, unless you put twine on both sides. Or it's okay if you hang it, but this is probably going to be a sitter. or a hanger, so I'm going to just put the twine around the top. But I definitely could have done it this way too, and put the words this way. And probably would sit better as a sitter going this direction. But if you put a string on there and then it kind of goes... These would be cute. If you have the big tiered trays, like which are really popular now to put on your counter in your kitchen or your island, the trays that are tiered, these cute little signs are cute to put in those trays. And this one you could do on the top, depending on how big your tray is. But it's fun to make those little trays, little signs for trays. And I'm going to get me, as soon as I can get out or find one I like, I'm going to order me a couple just so I can show you how to dress up your trays. And not just with chalk couture, but other trinkets you could put in them. So that's going to be a thing I'm going to be looking forward to doing next. And then maybe I would even like make that a retreat kit where everything that you'd put in your tray comes in your kit. Whether it's little tchotchkes or napkins or something like that, you can put in your kit. So the rest of this, what am I going to do? I think I'll do, usually I change if the fonts are different, I'll have different colors in my font. And I didn't think of that ahead of time. So, what do I want to do? I don't really want, peach is going to be in this tag. It could be, it's really, really faint. It's called Peachy Keen. It's really faint peach. But I still think I want this all in white. Just so that the spatula stands out and then the tags stand out. So I think I'll go ahead and keep it all white, even though it's two different fonts. So let's see where we go. I got my white chalk paste. And I'm just going to silk screen over that. You just got to squeegee over the paste into the silk screens. Still debating about the cookies. I think I'll still keep it all white. When you have, oh well, I don't know how many colors I have because I have a lot of the older colors. They're, they change out the colors. So probably 70 colors. It's fun to work with them. Okay, so then you just scrape down or skim down chalk paste and put your extra back in the jar. And then we're going to lift this up. This one's really sticking. I can tell it's new. There we go. And I'm going to lay that in my pan of water down here. And I'm going to try to remember to show you how to wash those. I always tend to get off the Facebook Live and move on. Okay, so now we have Let's Bake Cookies, and we got our cute little spatula underneath it. Alright, so keep in mind, this board started out like this. Okay, when I added some paint, sanded it, painted it. And then when we get done chalking, we're going to distress the edges even more with some sandpaper. And so right now we're going to work on our bow and our tags that are going to hang up here. So I made these tags out of some really, well, if you buy chalk couture products, you know what I'm talking about. But we had these cut out houses and pumpkins, and not houses, but trees and pumpkins came on these really heavy duty cardboard sheets, and so I just cut them out and make tags out of that cardboard. But you can definitely purchase tags, are available in lots of different ways at the craft stores. So I'm just trying to figure out, I'm going to put This is an old piece of transfer from an older transfer from It's So Good to Be Home. But I'm just going to put So Good on this tag here. And then I'm going to take a heart from, I got it from my mama. This little heart right here, polka dot heart, and put that on this tag I made. Just cut out a circle. And then I used our silver chalk pin and made a rim, so it looks like those metal, I don't know, they're like metal around the edges of the white tags. So I just made it look like that. But it's just that really thick cardboard. So I'm going to do the So Good. I'm just going to do So Good in white on this black tag. And then I'm going to put that heart in this peachy keen color. Because in my ribbon I'm going to have a little bit of peach, and we'll have a little bit of the green, and the rest in silvers, or grays. Maybe I'll find a black ribbon. I can't decide about that either. So I'm going to put this on here. And I want it towards the bottom of the, I'm not going to center it completely center. I'm going to bring it down to the bottom so that when I overlay my tags, I can still read the words So Good. So just stringing the white on this little area. And again, always taking off the extra so you have a nice smooth print, plus you're not wasting your paste down the drain. Okay. So the fun about collecting transfers is eventually you'll have a lot of words that you can use on different transfers or use in a different way. It picked up some of the black paint from when I painted this, so I'll fill that in with my black marker, actually. Or you could leave it to make it look just more vintage. Just depends on what you want it to look like. Had I waxed that, put wax on the top of that, it wouldn't have done that. Okay, now let's do this little heart. And then peachy. He will be 4 on July 5th, and yes, he's tried chalking. That's about the age my granddaughter started chalking. She was 4. She's going to be 6 in 1 month. But 2 years ago when I started chalking, she was 4, and she started doing it then. She loves it. Okay, so when this is hanging on there, I'm going to try to line up the holes so they hang off the same string. So I think I want my heart to hang straight on, just somewhere like that. And just get it centered. Alright, peach. I'm going to take our little multi-tool. It's got a little teeny squeegee on the edge. Just kind of mix the paste up a little bit. I'm not going to use very much, obviously, so I'm not going to worry about mixing up the whole jar. That's it for peachy keen. So I have that little heart there, little polka dot heart, super cute. And that came with, I got it from my mama. Alright, so I'm going to lay those over there. I think we're done chalking. So now we just need to work on our bow, how we're going to attach those tags. And distress the sign a little bit with some sandpaper and maybe some distressed ink if you've ever used that. It's kind of nice. So far we got our before and after. So this is the distressed ink I'm talking about. And after we sand, we'll put some of this ink around the edges just to distress it a little bit, give it some age. And I'll probably even distress these a little bit. So let's go ahead and try and decide what to do first. The ribbon, let's make our bow. I really don't want too big of a bow. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use all these ribbons. I think that one's too thick. I have this little gray plaid and this little barely peachy color. It's actually a velvet, and then this pattern one has some of that green from the handle in it. So, and then I've got some black twine. So I think I'm going to wrap black twine around the end. I'm going to leave a tail so that where I want the knot to be, that's where I'm going to hold my thumb. And just wrap this around a couple of times. This is black jute. And 4 times or so. And then just make sure I leave a tail. And I'm going to fan out my string like on the sides here. I might re-wrap it here just a little bit. And I can get the crisscrosses the way I want them. There we go. And I'm going to tie that knot right in that area where I want the tags to hang. I'm probably going to want them to hang up higher on the board, so I'm going to slide this down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take them off. I should have distressed the board first. That way I'm not sanding around this twine. Let me undo the knot here. Got ahead of myself. It'd just be easier to distress the edges without the twine on it. Right. Sometimes that's the last thing I do, but in this case I think it's I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to grab me some sandpaper. I'm just going to sand down the edges and the corners. And I'm going to see a little bit of that pink coming through, which I kind of knew would happen. That's why I kind of went with the peachy color in the ribbons and on the heart. I think once I distress it with the brown, it's going to look more peachy. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's why I left some of the white on the edges of the, when I painted on the black, I left some of the white showing on purpose. Round the corners off, even the back corners. sometimes you can even sand over your chalking if you want that to look a little bit more aged. You can, like, especially that some of our transfers already look vintage because they kind of have, they're just designed to make it look vintage. But this is a nice solid print. So if you wanted to age it a little bit, you could rub certain areas and kind of give it an aged look. See what I'm talking about, like putting some distress on the lettering. Okay, so clean up. Usually I do that over the wastebasket. Hi Joanne. Hi Vicky. I know I'm chalking in the afternoon. Usually I chalk in the mornings. Okay, now I'm actually wipe the dust off of this too. You can do that with a damp cloth, or I have this wet wipe. You get most of the dust off. And then maybe I'll just take a paper towel. So now it's distressed on the corners. Let's add some of the ink. That'll darken that up just a little bit. Distress it even more. Darken that pink that's showing through. This was the pink underneath. Darkening that a little bit. I always put a little bit more around the corners because that's, you know, where dirt and hands would have been touching the most. And you can even rub some across the top of that white. I probably will, actually before I put the bow on, I should go ahead and put some wax on it. And that, if I use my stain wax, that too will darken this up a little bit. So that kind of made that white more into an off-white on the edges. So when I put the dark wax on this white, that'll take the brightness off of the white also. Plus it seals in and hardens the chalk paste even more hard. That's harder. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, that's the one I was using. Okay. I like to try to keep a neat desk, if possible. Okay, so my finishing wax paste in Special Dark. I also have it in the natural color. If I want to seal in something I don't want to be darkened with the colored paste, then I use that. But since we're working on a vintage piece, we're going to use the dark wax. So, I keep my rag inside so it stays soft. Otherwise, if you left it out, it will harden. So, I'm just going to rub some on the top here. Over the whole thing. And again, that's taking that whiteness down a little bit. It's not going to be quite as bright, brilliant white. It's going to even distress it even more. So you can even wax the edges just to put a finishing coat on it. My rag's about worn out. possibly. Sometimes I like to, if I'm working with 2 tags, I like to glue them together so they set in the place where I want them to stay and they're not moving around. So let me get that plugged in. Get these out of my way. Okay, so here's our before and after. What a difference, right? 90% off at Walmart after Easter. And I'm changing it to this. So, big difference. We're not quite done. I'm going to wrap some of that black twine back around it. And put a little bit of bow and tags. I don't know. Maybe I won't even use a bow. I don't want it to be overly feminine. So I haven't decided. And I need to do this towards the top. Okay. So yeah, say hi. Okay, so we got some twine. Lost my tags. Here they are. I'm going to distress this one. Actually, both of them. Just to take the brightness off of this also. I like to darken the edges of these too. I'm going to take my black Sharpie. Some of the paint lifted up on this right above the O. So I'm just going to fill it in with black Sharpie. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it does make it look distressed, so just enough so you can make sure it's an O. Okay, so we got those. So here's where I'm going to want to glue them, like in that position, so we can see them. Like I said, I don't know about making those ribbon. Like that. If I do, it might just be these two. Just a little short pieces. Not too much. Okay, now if my glue gun was hot, which it's not, I would glue those first. Let's just wait a minute. And then I think I'll just tie these in with the bow. And they'll cinch up, hopefully. Right there. Should be able to go ahead and string them in. And then glue them. So what's everyone else doing today? watching your grandson Lennox. Okay. So really, I can glue them after I go ahead and tie on these two pieces of ribbon. I think. Knot, and then I'm just gonna like tying my shoe with the rest of it, make a little bow on the top, and make these the same length pretty much. So when that hot glue gets ready, I'm going to glue everything in the place that I want it to be. Probably even the ribbon, so it's not hiding the word "so." And I'll even glue that in place here. Isn't that cute? So good. I love it. So I just need to get my hot glue gun ready and we're ready to go. So that's my little quick project today. So I definitely think I could take, I have several of these, take the other half of this transfer, the latte, where'd it go? Right here. And of course make something over here. And I think all that will fit on there. So I can make another cute little sign. Or, you know, you could do I love you latte over here and put the little coffee cup over here, or put the coffee cup on a tag and hang it off. That would be cute. So you could hang that like that. Put this one, it'd be cute little kitchen signs. So, isn't that cute? Super easy to work with our chalk couture transfers and chalk paste. Just let your imagination go. So as soon as this is ready, I will glue those in position and photograph it. It's going to have it stay up here like that. And then I'm going to glue this ribbon up there like that so you can see everything. It says so good. But the hot glue's not ready. So thanks for watching today, and if you don't see any questions, I don't believe. Hi, Vicki Lawson. Dwayne, I don't think Vicki. I always have lots of Vickies watching. Lots of Vicki Stevens, Vicki Smitherman, Vicki Lawson. Popular name. Alright guys, thanks for chalking with me today, and I will chalk with you later. Bye.